The girl who refused to break in, a small crumbling village where hope was a rare commodity, lived a girl named Aanya. She was born into a family weighed down by poverty, a family where dreams were luxuries they couldn't afford. Her father was a laborer who often drowned his frustrations in alcohol, and her mother was burdened by the harshness of life, expressing her anger in violent outbursts. Aanya was the youngest of 4 siblings, but unlike the others, she carried an unshakable spark in her eyes, one that refused to dim no matter how cruel life became. A childhood of shadows. Anya's days began before the sun rose. She would fetch water from the well a mile away, help her mother in the kitchen, and then rush off to school, clutching her one prized possession, a battered notebook that had been handed down through generations. Her father would yell, "Girls don't need education, stay home and work." But Aanya would dodge his drunken tirades and sneak off to the one place that gave her hope. School was her sanctuary. There, she immersed herself in books, devouring every story of resilience, heroism, and triumph. Her teachers noticed her brilliance and often gave her extra assignments, which she completed by the dim light of a kerosene lamp. At night, as her siblings slept, her father's angry shouts and her mother's cries filled the air, but Aanya drowned them out with equations and essays. She whispered to herself, "This is temporary. I'll rise above this." When Aanya was 14, a tragedy struck. Her father's drinking escalated, and one evening, in a fit of rage, he destroyed her schoolbooks. "No more school for you," he declared, throwing her belongings into the fire. Aanya felt her world crumble for a moment, but as the flames consumed her books, a new fire ignited within her, a fire of determination. The next day, she approached her school principal, tears streaming down her face. "Please, I need books," she pleaded. The principal, moved by her desperation, arranged for used textbooks and offered her a scholarship to cover her fees. But the road wasn't easy. Her father's abuse grew worse, and her mother, too, began to scorn her dreams, calling her selfish for not contributing to the family income. Undeterred, Aanya began tutoring younger children in her village to earn money. She woke up earlier, worked harder, and never once complained. Her earnings were meager, but she saved every rupee, investing it in her education. Breaking the chains, Aanya excelled in her studies and won a state-level scholarship to attend a prestigious college in the city. Her family, predictably, opposed her decision. "You'll shame us all," her father spat. "Girls should stay at home, not roam the city like beggars." But Aanya had grown stronger. She looked him in the eye and said, "I'm not asking for your permission. I'm leaving." With nothing but a small bag of clothes and her scholarship money, Aanya boarded a bus to the city. Life in the city was overwhelming. She worked part-time as a cleaner in a library and often skipped meals to make ends meet. But the library became her second home, a treasure trove of knowledge where she spent every spare moment. Despite the odds, Aanya graduated at the top of her class with a degree in engineering. She landed a job at a reputable firm, and her career took off. Each step forward was a reminder of the battles she had fought and won. Years later, Aanya returned to her village, not as the timid girl who once cried herself to sleep, but as a confident, successful woman. She built a school and funded scholarships for children who, like her, dared to dream despite their circumstances. She even reached out to her parents, providing them with a comfortable home and ensuring they were cared for, though she never forgot the pain they had caused her. Aanya became a beacon of hope for her village, a living testament that resilience and determination could overcome even the harshest of beginnings. When asked about her journey, she would smile and say, "I was born in darkness, but I chose to chase the light, and that made all the difference."